If a protection from abuse order is filed against you, how far can it reach into your life beyond the relationship itself? And especially when children, careers, and immigration realities are involved. Let us talk about that. Legally, this can shape multiple parts of your life at once. When things become very tense, for a while, arguments get escalating, communications break down, then one day, boom, a protection from abuse order is issued against you. Everything shifts. Now, not just your relationships, but your access, the rights and responsibilities. When a protection order is filed, the court is looking at one question. Is there a pattern of behavior that creates risk, fear, or harm, potentially even? And depending on how that is resolved through agreement or a full hearing, that outcome can have broader effects. A protection order can include provisions about children's contact, how you communicate with your children, custody exchanges, because the court is prioritizing safety. That means that in your relationship with your children can be structured, it can be limited, it can be supervised, depending on the findings and the situation, like the ages and all of that. Sometimes cases are resolved by agreement without a full trial. Other times, they go to trial, a full hearing where a judge makes a finding. A formal finding by a court can carry more weight long-term than a negotiated resolution, and that makes a huge difference, which matters. For professionals, especially in the fields like healthcare, many licensing bodies, employers, and credentialing systems, they ask about legal issues and court findings. So depending on the situation, a protection order or a finding of abuse may need to be disclosed. It can trigger internal reviews, it can trigger employment questions, licensing considerations. Not always though, but this is enough that it cannot be ignored. In academic settings or in immigration context, records, patterns, and legal history can matter, depending on how that moment is documented and understood. Then, pattern itself, which is where everything connects, right? Because what the court sees is the pattern. What happened over time? What was documented? What was presented in a way that the court understands that. And once that pattern is recognized, it can influence multiple areas of your life. What is your takeaway here? Your takeaway should be that a protection from abuse case is not isolated. It can shape your access to your children, your record, and your professional life. And this is where I come in. Because people often enter these situations focused on only the immediate conflict without understanding the broader impact. I help people step back and ask the questions like, what is being alleged here? What pattern is being presented? What are the potential ripple effects? And how should you respond? Strategically, not emotionally, especially in cross-border situations where legal outcomes can interact with immigration, employment, and family structure. Because once something is on record against you, it does not stay in one place. Let me ask you at this point, how many decisions made in the heat of one moment end up shaping years of access, years and years of reputation and opportunity, simply because no one